Hey everyone, my name is Jessi Marshall and I'm a student at TripleTen's Full Stack Software Development Bootcamp. I'm excited to present my project. It's called What to Wear, or WTWR for short. What to Wear is a full stack web application designed to help users decide what to wear based on the current weather. The goal of this project is to provide a seamless and robust experience for users to browse and manage clothing items based off of what the current weather and temperature is. Okay, so What to Wear is a weather-based clothing recommendation platform that fetches real-time weather data from the Open Weather API based on the user's location. It recommends appropriate clothing for the current temperature and weather conditions and allows users to manage their own clothing items, adding, viewing, liking, or unliking, and deleting these clothing items. Users can sign up, sign in, and manage their profiles, including customizing their avatar and name. The app also lets users filter clothing suggestions by weather type, hot, warm, or cold, and switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius for temperature display. So I'm going to give you a little live demo. Here is the main page right here. And you could toggle between Fahrenheit and Celsius. It's pretty cool. This banner right here is also dynamically rendered, so if it's nighttime, it's going to be a darker blue. It's daytime, so it's going to be this lighter blue color. And it's sunny, so there's one with sun, but you know, there's ones for snow, rain, clouds, partly cloudy, so on and so forth. So that's a pretty cool feature. And you know, like I said, you could toggle between Fahrenheit and Celsius. It's suggesting the cold weather items because it's cold. If you go to the profile page right here, you can see all my clothing items, not just the cold weather ones. You get the cold weather, the warm weather, and the hot weather items. And you can add an item. And you can delete items. This is the confirmation modal. You can like an item, you can unlike an item, and you can even change your profile data. You can change your name. You could even change your avatar image. I'm going to keep my avatar image, but see, and it saves it. You can log out. You can sign up. Here's the registration modal, you know, name, email, password, and the avatar URL. Or you can log back in, and I have my login info saved, so I just press login, and I'm back in my profile. So for the technologies and architecture on the front end, I used React with React Router for navigation, React Context for state management, and Vite as the build tool. The interface is styled with CSX3 and follows responsive design principles, ensuring a smooth experience on desktop, tablet, and mobile. The backend is built with Node.js and Express using MongoDB and Mongoose for storage and modeling. User authentication is handled with JWT tokens, and passwords are securely hashed with bcrypt.js. Data validation is enforced using the validator and celebrate packages, and all API requests and errors are logged with Winston. For development and testing, I used ESLint with Airbnb-styled guide, Prettier, Jest, and Postman. The project is hosted on the Google Cloud platform with PM2 managing the Node.js process for automatic recovery in case of crashes. Nginx acts as a reverse proxy handling HTTPS routing and static file serving, while SSL certificates ensure secure connections. Nginx is a critical part of the deployment architecture. It listens on standard HTTP and HTTPS ports, forwards API requests to the backend, and serves static front-end files directly for optimal performance. It manages multiple subdomains, including the main domain for the front end and a dedicated API subdomain for backend requests. Nginx also enforces HTTPS and manages SSL certificates and provides SPA routing support for React Router. It This configuration ensures that users never have to specify ports in the URL, and it enables production reliability, security, and scalability. Okay, so for challenges, a major challenge I faced was configuring Nginx to serve static files correctly for the front end. Initially, my JavaScript and CSS files were being served as HTML, causing the app to break. I spent like 3 days trying to figure this out. I overcame this by carefully adjusting the Nginx configuration and using the correct alias directive and ensuring the build and deployment process was robust. Additionally, after setting up the Nginx, I finally set it up, and then I encountered a new challenge where the front-end build process caused unexpected CSS styling issues, disrupting the layout and appearance of the application, and that made me go crazy, but I figured it out. Troubleshooting this required a careful review of both the source CSS and the build configuration, followed by systematic rebuilding and redeployment to restore the intended user experience. So when I would go into DevTools, I'd be able to make adjustments to the CSS so they'd be correct. But then if I refresh the page, obviously it would just go back and the CSS styles were being rendered from the build, not from the actual CSS. So it took a lot of troubleshooting and trial and error, but I finally got it figured out and I rebuilt it and I did a hard refresh and everything seemed to work out. So I did use AI tools like GitHub Copilot and TripleTen's own .ai extension to help me like refactor my read.me to make it more like professional and give it better structure. And I used AI to help me with syntax errors, debugging, and just basically it helped me when I'd get stuck on something. It would give me a little helping hand. So in summary, What2Wear is now a fully functional deployed web app that helps users make better clothing choices and share their style with others. Through this project, I learned a lot about full stack development, deployment, and troubleshooting production issues, especially in a cloud environment. If I were to improve the project further, I'd add features like enhanced user profiles and even more robust mobile support. Thank you everyone for watching my presentation. Have a great day.